So I found this post on the Pokemon TCG subreddit that I wanted to share with you all because, we can all hate on scalpers for taking product off of the shelves where people could have bought those products to open up for fun, whereas, scalpers are buying them to flip. And yeah, we can hate on them. But one thing I think we can agree on is that some of these scalpers, these Pokemon scalpers, are dedicated. And it's actually kind of crazy to the extent that some people will go to make a few dollars. And a perfect example is from this post that I found. So I wanted to show you guys this post because I thought it was kind of hilarious how little money you're actually making scalping, especially white flare. This isn't like prismatic evolutions, right? And now, especially, there's a lot more stricter, buy limits and stuff. Earlier on, there were a lot of stores that maybe didn't have them, but I think it's gotten to the point now in the market where a lot of these stores have been tightening up. So I suspect that this person didn't buy large amounts of white flare or any of the other products that they were able to find at retail stores, because now a lot of these stores are implementing barriers so that you can only buy maybe one or two products. So I really doubt this person bought a large amount scalping. So we can see how long this person waited and how much it would equivalent to in dollars per hour they would have made. And it's pretty ridiculous how low the number is. So you can see here the title says scalpers are dedicated, and this seems to be a Facebook Marketplace message. So let's just read this. So you can see here, Pokemon White Flare, $100. It's for an ETB. Hi, is this available? Yes, it is. How long did you stand in line? 14 hours. Now, this person saying that they waited 14 hours in line for this White Flare ETB is kind of crazy. Now, maybe he's joking, but maybe he's not. I mean, I feel like scalpers, obviously they're scalping this stuff, right? They possibly don't even care. And maybe them saying this, I don't know. Maybe it'll help them sell the product. Maybe the person will feel bad for them. I don't know. But they told him. And if this is true, it's pretty crazy that he waited that long, because if you actually do the math on it, the dollar per hour he's making is crazy low. So I wanted to give this person, the benefit of the doubt. Let's say this person bought this for $49.99. Now, in my experience, Pokemon products in stores now, even at Walmarts and Targets, they've been marked up. They used to be just MSRP, but it seems like that's not even a thing anymore. Like Walmart, for example, I remember the last product I was able to find on retail shelves was Journey Together, right? I got a few blister packs and ETB, and all those things were well above MSRP. So I suspect this ETB they probably bought for maybe around like $60, because that's what I remember paying for like the Journey Together ETB. And it seems like just everywhere has marked things up. But let's just give this person the benefit of the doubt that they paid exactly MSRP for this ETB, right? $50. Now, to do some simple math and figure out how much they would be making per hour, obviously, you see, let's say they did sell it for $100, okay? And they bought it for $50. Simple math, 100 minus 50, they would have made $50 in profit. Now, obviously, that's not taking into account maybe gas if they're meeting up with somebody, or, if they had to pay taxes. So if you add that all into the equation, you can maybe add another $5. But we're going to give this person the benefit of the doubt, right? And it was $50, okay? So you do 50 divided by the 14 hours this person waited in line, and it comes out to $3.57 an hour. To stay up for 14 hours, wait in line to get in a White Flare ETB. They probably got also a Black Bolt ETB, so maybe double this amount if they're able to sell both of them, right? Still, that's terrible, right? And, I would say this. The only set I could really think of that in this whole crazy market that would be worth, like, if you were an evil scalper, the only set I could think about it being worth it was like prismatic evolutions, right? Because you could have literally like 2 to 3x your money. And at that time in prismatic, there were some more stricter, limits being put in place, but I feel like it was a little bit like less or more relaxed, because it wasn't at like now everybody knows like all the Pokemon craze, right? So Prismatic Evolutions was definitely the set I could say that, evil scalpers, they made some good money off of, right? But for something like this, especially waiting this long and probably they weren't able to buy much, it just doesn't seem worth it. $3.57 an hour, that's not even federal minimum wage. And just to get this, and obviously, maybe end up on some subreddit somebody posting you that, they, or they'll look at the scalper, right? Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. So for me, I didn't go out. I didn't get anything. I didn't go out to try to scalp out, at these retail stores. So yeah, I didn't do that, but this person did, and apparently they waited 14 hours and made very minuscule amounts of money. So let's just read some of the comments, and we'll be done here. This comes out to like $2.85 an hour, assuming they paid 60 for the ETB. Incredible. Don't worry, they have another ETB posted. Dude is making $5 an hour. So he probably did get one of each. So he ended up making $100 and waiting 14 hours. Like, even that is, in my opinion, like $100 for 14 hours. I mean, maybe to some people that's worth it. Like, that's not, I mean, what do you break it down? So if you double this, that'd be like, what, $7 an hour? I mean, that's not great, but hey, maybe for some people they're in a rough spot, they got to pay a bill or something. Maybe that's worth it to them, but who knows? The fact that man answered, lol. It's a really weird, complete lack of shame or self-awareness with scalpers. I think it's a trait that has to be inherent to the type of person that would scalp in the first place. Man, a lot of this just shows how little people value their time. 14 hours for $40. You could literally do anything else and make more. Also not be a scumbag scalper. Win-win. To make $50, haven't heard of a job. One thing I've heard that's, a common sort of thing that people say with scalpers is that they don't have jobs. I wouldn't just completely eliminate the fact that, some of these people don't have jobs. Like, I wouldn't say like that's 100% true all the time that all scalpers don't have jobs. Some people may just be working, and maybe not getting enough money, and then they're doing some other stuff like scalping to make extra. So I wouldn't just, discount the fact that these people like could have jobs. But it's possible that a lot of people don't, but it is what it is, right? To make, what, $35? Yeah, sorry, you could flip burgers for more people. Some people are addicted to chasing retail products. It's a rush for them, like opening packs. Huge waste of time, but to each their own. Yeah, I honestly feel like this is a thing. Like, people, like, just chasing to find products at retail or just to get a restock. Like, I feel like it might be, like, an adrenaline rush or something like that, or some sort of dopamine hit, like, finding, like, a rare thing. It could be a thing, honestly. Like, some people just like waiting outside and being in the whole environment. I don't know. It's not for me. Definitely for me, I think it's a waste of time, especially with all the people now with scalpers and stuff. I'm not trying to end up on a subreddit, and for me, like, it's not worth it to get 1 or 2 ETBs. When honestly, like, if I were to open it, I guess, and I wanted to open it, it's cool. But if I'm just gonna keep it sealed, like, I don't care to do it, right? Just whatever people, if the scalpers want to get it, they can get it. If the normal people that just want to open stuff, they want to get it, leave it for them, right? For me, not really worth it. So I don't really care to do the whole scalping thing. Imagine standing in line for 14 hours to make $40. And yeah, just everyone here just laughing at this person. Yeah, $14 to make $40, $50. It's pretty ridiculous, especially, like I said, when you take into consideration that you can't even get large amounts really anymore at any store. It just makes it even not worth it, because if you're going to be a real evil scalper and the store didn't have any limits, like if you were able to clear up shelves, like obviously then it'd probably be worth it. But for something like this where you're buying one of each product, for me, it's just not worth it. But hey, maybe this person is in some rough place in their life where they needed a $50. I don't know, but pretty crazy they waited 14 hours just for this ETB. But that's all I wanted to share. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.